Hi everyone, a very good evening. Um, I'll wait for a couple of seconds for everyone to join in and then we begin. Today's live was not announced, so I'm not sure how many are going to join in. Um, I'll just wait for a couple of more seconds. Hey, hi Bhageshri, how are you? Thank you for joining in. And so you guys remember the session on soil, like we had a session, live session on soil. Um, just a second. Hi Sri Devi, how are you? Hi Monal, after a long time, how are you? Hey, thank you dear, thank you. God bless you, Bhagyashri. Hi Chaitanya, how are you? Guys, any one of you wants to join in, let me know. Or you can just send in a request or you can type in the comment section, I'll add you. How are you? Okay. So you guys remember the live session that I had, I think a couple of weeks back on soil. That was particularly on soil. And then the live on the other day was about going organic. And hey, I'm good too. I'm good, Chaitanya. So what I thought was I will, improvise on both of them, and I'll introduce you to organic gardening, mainly the organic compost, and why I prefer using it and why I recommend it a lot. Okay, so today's session is centered mainly around organic compost. In the meanwhile, before I start, like you guys are looking forward to any particular topic, you all want to discuss something, you all want to join in, please let me know. Anything that you guys want to discuss about, or you want to know about, or you have any particular questions. Hey, thank you so much, Sridevi. That's good to know that you're good. Anyone has any questions? Okay. तो सेशन चालू करते हैं. Before I begin, I don't know how many of you all have watched the previous live where I actually spoke about soil and red soil, and many people think ये red black जो है ये बहुत scientific concepts है, हमको कहाँ समझ में आएंगे, laboratory में check होते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आप देखोगे तो आपको समझ आ जाएगा. This is like I have got red soil. See, the color in itself is different, slightly brownish reddish. So you can have a look at the soil and you will know that it is a red soil. Okay. Just for example, if the soil is black, this will be the color. This is just for comparison. This is not black soil, but I'm just showing. This is like almost black or very dark brown. This is, and this is like light brown, red. So the red soil is like very visible to the eyes. Okay. Kichuk 52, thank you for joining in. Ritu, thank you. Manju, hello. Arpita, hi. So hello everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So now this is organic compost. This is mainly what I wanted to show, but this is the most preferable soil for gardening and container gardening. Again, I correct myself, not for gardening but for container gardening, that is growing plants in pots. Okay, and why is that so is something that I have explained in my previous live, so you can visit. So this was just for showing. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware about this, or if you aren't, this is how the organic compost looks. Color wise, it is almost similar to black soil, but the texture is very different. It is very fine. If you can see, it's even finer. What happened was it rained, so it's got a little wet here. I'd kept it outside. I had kept it under protection, but then it was very heavy, so this is slightly wet, but you get a gist of it. Now, why should we use this compost? Okay, anyone, like why should we use this organic compost rather than adding any chemical fertilizers? We have discussed this, but I would want you all to participate. What fertilizers do you guys use? And if I would say that this is preferable, why do you think is this preferable? Anyone? Okay. See, what happens with this fertilizer is, sorry, this organic compost is, I'll first begin with how this is made, okay? So this is made out of, like you can make this from the kitchen waste, or this is like the vermicompost, or alternatively by mixing all of those, like mixing a little bit of vermicompost, kitchen compost, and even a cow dung little bit. Yes, absolutely. Monal, the question is like, even the chemical fertilizers help you add nutrients to the soil. So why organic compost? That is the question. So nutrients, yes. So nutrients is something that even the chemical fertilizers are providing. So why opt for something like this? Sorry, मैंने इसको वापस नीचे रख दिया, इसको सामने रख दिया. So why this? Yes, yes, Abdul, I get it. Plenty of NPK and other minerals, that is again nutrients. Nutrients is something that you can provide even with chemical fertilizers. So why this over that? So you can even opt for that. In fact, with chemical fertilizers, you know exactly how much NPK it has, rather than इसमें तो आपको कभी perfect पता ही नहीं रहेगा कि कितना है कितना नहीं है. So why this? Come on guys, type something. ऐसे तो चाय खत्म हो जाएगी, आप लोग नहीं जवाब दोगे. Anyone? Okay, can you tell me, we discussed this, that is great, it is not harmful to the soil, that is extremely good. So what happens is the soil in the container is like a living soil. The microbes are present, even this has a lot of microbes, even some insects and some worms, which it's easier for them to thrive in the absence of chemical fertilizers. Absolutely, that is one of the biggest advantage. More, let's go and talk in terms of what do plants need in the soil. प्लांट्स के रूट्स को सॉइल या कंटेनर या हमारा जो पॉट है उसके अंदर क्या चाहिए? व्हाट डज इट नीड? न्यूट्रिएंट्स तो आप लोगों ने बोल दिया. अदर देन न्यूट्रिएंट्स, अदर देन न्यूट्रिएंट्स क्या चाहिए? व्हाट डू दे नीड? So this is a very valid point, that the soil stays undamaged, there are no chemicals in the soil, so the other microbes, it's easier for them to thrive, the soil ecosystem lives well. That's perfect. More. आज मैं मजे लूटने वाली हूँ. Hi Neha, thank you for joining in. मल्हार सर, आर यू देयर? आप तो बता दो. ओके, हु ऑल आर देयर? Chaitanya, I want you to type something. Sridevi, Abdul, Monal. It's giving proper ventilation to the root, so it helps to grow. Okay, the ventilation, that is, I think you meant aeration. Aeration is a very good point. So what this does is, see the way these particles are aligned in the organic compost, what it does is it helps with the aeration within the soil, okay, so that your soil doesn't lump into one. This is one of the biggest problems with container gardening, okay. After a period of time, say after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, because of the container, it gets compressed, you know, the soil gets compressed. There is not a lot of airflow within the container, which is very much required by the roots, okay. So good aeration. So what this does is, the particles are so well aligned that it creates the air gaps, it creates the required aeration within the soil. So very well done, Abdul. Yes, of course it is the aeration point. That is fantastic. So we got the soil ecosystem, we got the good aeration, we got the nutrition covered, which is there in both cases. Let's go a step further. What else? What else? Come on, guys, come on. Soumya, how are you, dear? Thank you for joining in. You want to add in, like, why should this is like an organic compost and why should we use it is the question, rather than chemical fertilizers. Okay. In my world, I saw some small centipedes in our pots. Okay, I'm using. Okay, the centipedes are good, dear. Not to worry about the centipedes. See, they stay within the soil only. They stay inside the soil. They'll not come out. So don't worry. Let them be there. That's a good thing. Let them be there. Don't worry about those centipedes. Okay. Next point, because none of you are saying something, so here's what you do. Okay. Um, the next thing is water retention. Okay. Water retention is very important when it comes to container gardening. Just a minute. What is happening? Oh. Okay, sorry. So what was I saying? Sorry, I some notification popped up and I lost my link. Okay. Yeah, so water retention. So what happens is there are two kinds of problems that we have with the soil available. Suppose this kind of red soil is not available, you have black soil. Now black soil tends to hold a lot of water. So water excess retention to a point where the water stagnates in the soil is the main problem. Okay, over there the problem is excess water, whereas there are other types of soil like this which can do away wherein a little more water in the pot or water retention, extra water retention will help. So what this organic compost does is it helps in both scenarios. If your problem is excess water retention or water stagnation, the gaps that it creates helps in better drainage. Okay, vice versa, if you have something like this, is suppose if it is towards a little sandy soil, it will help when you add this will help to retain more moisture. Okay, so either ways, whatever your soil is, this will help you correct it. Okay, so this improves. So whatever we discussed, soil ecosystem, it's great with, because this harbors, it helps for the growth of microbes and insects and all of them. It creates a healthy living soil, it creates good aeration, it helps with moisture retention and any kind of soil. Okay, so that is there. This helps with correcting any kind of soil and it adds nutrition. Now what is the biggest difference when it comes to nutrition that this thing adds and the chemical fertilizer adds? See, the other day when we spoke about chemical fertilizers, we spoke about 2-3 things. See, chemical fertilizers they are salts. Okay, they have an alkali base. So what it does is, over a period of time, in the long run, it is harmful to the soil. It damages soil in a way that it sometimes hardens the soil. It creates the soil loses either there is a problem of excess water retention because of the salts, or the soil altogether lumps up and there is no water retention in the soil. So either ways, chemical fertilizers create problems in the long run. Now the short run problem is the misapplication. Okay, what happens is, chemical fertilizers अगर आपने ज़्यादा डाल दिया soil में, so there are a lot of drawbacks that you will face. The burnt leaves are just something to start with. Excess nutrition always creates problem. Now to tackle with that problem, we have something called as slow release fertilizers. Okay, उससे क्या होता है कि the nutrients are supplied slowly in the soil over a period of time in the chemical fertilizers. But my point is, see, this is organic compost. What this is basically, see, this is nothing but what you say, decomposed waste. Okay, so it can be like the kitchen waste or the dried leaves or some vermi mixed with cow dung and vermicompost and all of that. So basically this is decomposing waste, humus, organic matter. Okay, so this is continuously decomposing. Okay, it is breaking down. So this by default is slow release, because this in itself is breaking down. So what happens is the available nutrients at one point, like at any given point, is little, but there is more available every day because the process is continuously going on. So what happens is the slow release mechanisms also help plants a lot. So that is something that I wanted to add. So when you factor in all of this, like good soil health, living soil health, along with slow release, good nutrition, and the fact that it is organic, it is good for environment and anybody can make it, and there is no harmful side effects. So these things combined, I always recommend that we use organic compost. But as I again say, this is just a recommendation. Nothing hard and fast. If you prefer chemical for gardening, it's absolutely fine. Um, but these are some of the advantages that I feel that you should be aware of, and you should take an informed decision when it comes to gardening. Whether you choose this or that is completely up to you. And with that, let's start with some of the questions, or you can share your experiences. Aniket, thank you for joining in. Saurabh, thank you for joining in. How are you? How many are there? Praveen Kumar, hello, how are you? Okay. Monal, you want to join in? You want to say something? You want to add something? Your experience maybe? Kanika, hello. Guys, please type in something. And those of you are new here and are not aware, we are launching newsletters from 3rd of June. Newsletters are basically small articles that you will receive weekly in your email inbox about gardening, about different topics of gardening. So if you are interested, there is a link in the bio. You can just click on the link and subscribe. Okay, so the annual subscription charges are only 99 rupees. That is, like, I have kept it very nominal. So please do go and click on the link and subscribe now. Okay. Anybody else? Monal, you want to come in? Anybody has any questions? Okay, let's see. I'll wait for half a minute and then anybody wants to say anything, add anything, maybe share your experience. Okay, that's it then. Take care. Have a nice evening. Thank you so much for joining in. All the best. Happy gardening.